It's going to be the first time we see President Biden on the campaign trail since he decided not to run for re-election now.
Yes, Griff Jenkins is with us from Washington to break down this turn of events here. And Griff, it's been about a month and a half since the president dropped out of the race. Why is it taking him so long to appear at a rally for his vice president and the person he personally endorsed?
Great question. Good morning, Anthony and Anita. Maybe you should cue up that old Peaches and Herbs song, Reunited, because we are going to see something we haven't seen in quite some time, and that is Vice President Harris alongside of her boss. Today in Maryland, interesting to point out, Anthony, this is an official White House Bidenomics touting lower cost for drug prices for Americans in Maryland. But what we're watching is that Harris obviously will be with her boss today talking about the current administration's efforts to lower costs for Americans. But we're hearing reporting from Axios first that Harris is looking to distance herself from President Biden's unpopularity on issues like the economy. And Harris has a campaign event tomorrow in North Carolina where we may see her try to draw some daylight between the two on that. Meanwhile, it's worth noting out, guys, that there are a lot of criticism towards Harris over not holding a press conference in these 25 days and counting. We'll see if she engages more with the press or does any one-on-one interviews today. But one thing is for sure, we'll hear from former President Trump, who's holding yet another press conference in New Jersey today. So things are moving fast, but a unique moment today when we see the two of them on stage together.
Yeah, and I guess there's a question as to whether it would help or hurt her, given the fact that he was slipping in polls, which, of course, led to him dropping out of the race himself.
You know, it's a great question, Anita. And really, if you think about this, all of these polls, and Fox has a new poll out nationally. It's a 1-point race with Trump ahead by just one. Obviously, that's in the margin of error. But we have to remember these polls are but a snapshot in time. And so when Harris tries to sort of carve a lane for herself on things like the economy, we hear from this administration that inflation is ending, that it's over, the economy is strong. But the question ultimately will be at the ballot box in November whether Americans are feeling that in their wallets.
Griff, one more question before we let you go. You mentioned kind of the Harris campaign's perhaps strategy to distance itself from the President Biden on, his lack of popularity on things like the economy. How often do you expect the president to show up on the campaign trail between now and Election Day with Harris?
Well, if the past 25 days, Anthony, have given us any indication, she would like for him to lay low. And to her credit, she has generated quite a lot of excitement around her candidacy because even though she is the current vice president, there's a sense of newness about what she might do if she were the commander-in-chief. And so she's got to find, I think, probably some way to carve a lane to define herself on any number of issues, ranging from the economy to things like foreign policy, what's happening in the Middle East, the border, obviously a part where we see Trump hammering every day, and crime and other issues. And so it's going to be fascinating because her entry was so late in this race. The clock is really ticking for her to define exactly who President Harris might be.